all these losses within a small time frame. And I remember, as shaken as I was by all of them, I felt I have my faith, I have my family, and I'm still so blessed because I have my best friend. My best friend is going to get me through this. My best friend was a guy from New York City named Nick Javaris. We had met at grad school. On the first day, we were roommates. I'm an Irish Catholic kid from Boston who loves the Red Sox. He's a Greek Orthodox kid from the Bronx who loves the Yankees. I said, we're going to kill each other. Who thought of this? But all of us have that one friend in our life who we know completes us, who gets us and can help us through anything. And he became for me that friend that I relied on to get me through those dark days of loss. We just had so much in common. We both taught high school history. We've both been high school coaches. We've both become college administrators. Blue-collar kids from working-class neighborhoods. We just understood each other. And one day he called me and he said, I have great news. I've just been given a job as the executive vice president at the American College of Greece. And I was so happy for him and proud of him because he had always wanted to return to his ancestral home and perfect the language that his parents had spoken in their life. And so while I was sad to lose my best friend, I was happy for him. And he agreed that he'd come back every 6 months and I'd see him. And I look forward to those visits, and they were always wonderful. And then the 6th month came for the 3rd visit, and he showed up at my house and he looked awful. He looked sick, he looked thin, he looked tired. And so I approached him, I said, what's wrong? He said, it's stress. I'm just stressed out. Working too hard, too many hours, too much stress. So I gave the best friend pep talk lecture about, hey, find the balance. We gotta find the balance in life. And he promised me he would. That he'd come back in 6 months and he'd be better. 6 months went by and he walked through the door of my house and I knew something was tragically wrong, tragically wrong. He walked with a limp, his hands shook. And when I handed him a tray of food to bring down to the backyard for the barbecues that he so loved, he handed it back saying, I don't think I can carry it. My wife's a nurse practitioner. The next day she got him an appointment with the doctor. There began a series of visitations and referrals, both here and in Greece, diagnoses that eventually, months later, led to the horrific conclusion that my best friend had amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, a terminal illness that would take his life in 2 to 4 years. I was devastated. I remember thinking, God, this is it. I tried to keep it together. You're losing me. Ignatian spirituality talks about spiritual consolation and desolation. I was being pulled into desolation. The evil spirits, the good spirits that wrestle for control of our soul, I was losing. I still went to Mass, trust me, that's ingrained in me, but my heart wasn't in it. I felt numb. I was just going through the motions. My kids, we'd pray at night because that's what we always did, but my heart wasn't in it. But I knew I had to go to Greece to be with my friend, to let him know those things that sometimes we make a mistake not to share. So I went over, and on the last day of my visit, I said to him, look, there's something I need to tell you. I love you, and I've cherished every day of my 30-year friendship with you. And I need you to know, of all the people in my life, you're the best man that I know. And he said to me, look, I love you too, and I know I'm going to die. But I need you to know I'm happy. I'm at peace. And we'll see each other again in the kingdom. Wow. It was the most profoundly beautiful thing a friend had ever said to me. The kingdom. Here I am, angry at the world, falling apart. He's undergoing the most horrific of illnesses, the cruelest of illnesses, and he's happy, he's at peace. And he's thinking about the kingdom.